here in Iraq, and we have now come into the TQ Surgical Center, as was mentioned earlier, and we'd like to introduce to you Lieutenant Wilfredo Morales with the United States Navy. Welcome, sir.
How you doing?
First, I want to thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And tell America a little bit about yourself, how long you've been serving, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit about here.
Okay. Hi, how you doing all? My name is Lieutenant Will Morales. I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico. I've been in the Navy about 18 years now. First 14 years of my career, I was a corpsman assigned to the Marine Corps for the most part of my career. Recently got commissioned in 2004, and ever since then I've been assigned to the Marines as well. Before this tour here, I was with a field medical service school in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, and our job there was pretty much to train field medical corpsmen, which are the individuals, the young corpsmen that you're going to see working in here in our surgical trauma platoon. After that tour, I took the orders to come to 2nd Medical Battalion, which is the unit that I belong to right now. And upon arriving on board, I took volunteered to come out here and take this unit out here for the 7-month deployment. And for this, we arrived here back in February. I arrived here on February 18th, and we're due to rotate out probably in a couple weeks.
So what is your role here? What is your main mission?
I am the commanding officer of TQ Surgical. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, and talk a little bit about what happens here on maybe a daily basis without going into detail or anything.
Okay. On a daily basis, it can vary. It depends on the flow of patients. We go anywhere from being extremely busy, doing either routine or trauma type of casualty patients, or we can be as slow as sometimes we don't have any patients. However, our duty is 24 hours. We're here every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Patients usually will come in by air, by helicopters. They land right next to our facility. We'll pull them out. We clear them, make sure that there's no weaponry or explosives with them. And at that point, what we'll do is we'll bring them in here, triage them right outside the facility. And they come into this is the shock trauma platoon, or also known as STP. In here is where is the equivalent of an emergency room back in the States. We have several emergency room physicians in here. We have family practice providers as well, and a variety of nurses with different specialties. We receive the patient in here, we'll put the stretcher in there, and we resuscitate the patient and stabilize the patient the best we can. If the patient needs surgery, then we go on and take him to the OR, perform life-saving surgery to stabilize the patient and save their lives, and then we'll pass him on to level 3 if necessary. This is a level 2 facility by trade, which means that this is the first time that the patient will most likely receive surgical care. Then level 3 will be a larger facility with more specialized surgical capabilities.
So you also treat Iraqis?
We do definitely treat Iraqi. If you look, when we do the tour of the facility, you'll see some of the Iraqi Army, Iraqi police that we see. We see all Iraqi Army, Iraqi police. We also see Iraqi civilians. Iraqi civilians, in an effort to kind of assist the transition mission, what we'll do is we treat the Iraqi civilians that get hurt as collateral damage from insurgency attacks or anything like that. We stabilize them, we save their lives, and then what we'll do, we'll make arrangement to transport them to the nearest Iraqi health system. That way they can go into the Iraqi hospitals.
So how long have you been here now?
I've been here since February.
Since February. Part of what we're trying to do at this mission here is to show the American people progress. Mm-hmm. What would you say, like, from the time you arrived here, maybe, I don't know how you refer to how busy you are, or I don't know if it's a good way to do it, but have you seen improvements? Or?
Well, overall, we have seen tremendous improvement. The camp right outside us, you have Camp Hibernia, which is an Iraqi army base that when we first arrived here, they had a building that they have built in the last 8 months before our arrival, and it was completely empty. You can go over there now, and it's amazing what the Minister of Health and Minister of Defense have done in equipping that facility with the necessary medical equipment to establish an actual clinic or surgical capability out there for the Iraqi civilians, Iraqi army, and Iraqi police. So that's been all because of the effort that the transition teams and other coalition forces have done in coordination with their Iraqi counterparts.
Okay. So would you like to
Most
walk
definitely.
around? We'll just kind of follow
Yes,
you
sir.
here and
Yes,
just
sir.
kind of narrate as we go.
Okay, this is, like I said, this is our shock trauma platoon, also known as the SDP. What we'll see here, we have a different beds stationed. The reason why we have beds, wooden beds, is because the patient will come in litters, and we just stand the litter on top of the up there. It gives us enough room to work around the patient. Right now, we have the orthopedic clinic going on. Orthopedic clinic is the only one in the Anbar Province that we maintain. We maintain that. We see all coalition forces. We see third country nationals, contractors, Iraqi army, Iraqi police. We see some Iraqi civilians, but on a case-by-case basis and with approval from the commanding general. Right now, you see a diversity. You see anywhere Marine Corps, soldiers, Iraqi police, Iraqi army over there. So it's a pretty good example of what we see on a day-to-day basis. We see kids also on a fairly frequent basis, more frequent than we really would like to. But this is pretty much our emergency room,
Okay.
and this is where the stabilization will take place.
Okay.
And I'll take you in here in a minute. The Ward 2 is for the Iraqis. And then, yes, this is our U.S. ward. And basically right now, we usually don't hold patients for long. What we usually do, we'll send them up to the highly specialized care. But if you see against the wall, that's stuff that we have received from the different.
That's incredible.
And we have boxes and boxes and boxes in the back.
Really, let's
of
check that
extras.
out. Okay.
Okay.
I'd love to get out.
Good to
and
go. And
It's neat for people that do send the care packages to know that what they're doing is important.
yeah,
to
it
see
is. I mean, when the patient's coming here, one of the first thing we do is undress them because we need to assess them completely.
Right.
And when they get in the ward here, we dress them, we give them clothes, and they get a backpack and those backpacks are fully equipped. It has DVD players in there, it has CD players with different music CDs. They have clothes, they got sandals,
Excellent.
they get everything. And so when they leave here, it's kind of it's not like they're feel here exposed and just doing nothing. They have everything they could potentially need, and whatever they don't have, we don't receive, we'll get for them. And then people will communicate, hey, what else do you need? And we go ahead and email them back, hey, this is the kind of stuff that we're looking for, that the soldiers, Marines, sailors, airmen will really enjoy having it in here. This is all this gear here, stage here, but this is what we call the en route care gear. We have nurses, and I think I will encourage you to talk to some of them.
Okay.
Some of our nurses do a mission here that you don't really do back in the States much, is when our patients are injured and they're critically injured, our nurses will put on their gear, put their flak jacket, helmets, and get on that bird with that patient and take him to the next level and care for that patient all the way en route to the level 3 or wherever they're going. They'll take him all the way and make sure that they deliver it from one provider, one physician here to another physician at the other end. And a lot of people don't recognize the risk that these nurses are under, but there's a lot of risk involved with the mission.
Sure.
But it's tremendous. It's just tremendous. It's an essential part of our mission. It really is. And they go and take every single patient, and we've done hundreds of missions
like that.
since we arrived. So it's tremendous. It's extremely important mission.
Okay.
So okay.
So we're going to go talk to other people now?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Thank you.